Am I the butthole for throwing my girlfriend's gay friend out because he was being inappropriate towards me? So my 24 male girlfriend, 23 female, who we'll call Jess, and I have been living together for 7 months. She moved in after she learned, so working totally online. We've dated for 2 years. Jess has a very close-knit friend group that she's been with since early college. One of the guys on her group, who we'll call John. John is a gay dude and is the only guy in her friend group. John is very flamboyant, and he has a history of saying things that are very inappropriate towards me. Like, he will constantly say inappropriate things to me and about me. He constantly says things to my girlfriend like, "Be quiet before I F your boyfriend," as a joke, and that really grosses me out and makes me feel uncomfortable. He'll make jokes about the size of my penis, and worst of all, he'll joke about if I have ever been with a guy, which legitimately makes me upset. My girlfriend thinks it's hilarious. This came to a head a few nights ago. A few of my girlfriend's friends, including John, came over for the evening, and I was out with them. They had a little bit to drink and John was being too much. I pulled Jess aside and told her that John was making me feel uncomfortable and that she needed to tell him to stop. She said that they were just having fun and that I need to lighten up, but she'll still tell him to stop. She, in a joking way, told him I was feeling uncomfortable, and that became the new topic of the joke. John then hinted I might be uncomfortable and defensive because I may be a little gay. This is where I drew the line. I'm not gay, and I don't like it being implied that I'm gay. I was angry with him and I asked him to leave. The night was pretty much halted. Jess and her friends tried to convince me to calm down, but I was done. After he joked about me being gay, he needed to leave my house. Eventually he and all of Jess's friends left. And she went off on me. Apparently, all of her friends were pissed at me too for ruining the night and accused me of being homophobic. Even my girlfriend said it came across as homophobic that I reacted so badly to him joking about me being gay. Am I the butthole? Not the butthole. You are not a homophobe for kicking out someone who constantly violates your boundaries. It's also concerning that Op's girlfriend doesn't respect his boundaries, which are extremely reasonable. Not the butthole. Seriously, why is his girlfriend okay with her friend saying he wants to sleep with her boyfriend? Would she be okay with her female friend saying it, or is it just okay because it would be homophobic to point out that behavior as being absolutely toxic and crafty coming from a gay man? I feel like if her girlfriend said it, she'd still take it as a joke. But /user AITA her gay free, ask how she'd feel if one of your male friends started asking what her boobs felt like, and made comments about "dude shut up or I'm going to F your girlfriend." Oh look, she's getting embarrassed. She might deny it, but I can tell she'd totally be into it. I'm guessing she'd get a little defensive about it. Then ask how she'd feel if on top of that, you just laughed along with your friend and told her she was overreacting. This isn't about homophobia, this is about someone making unwanted sexual commentary at you, and your girlfriend laughing along with him instead of saying, "Hey, my boyfriend doesn't find that as funny as you do, could you tone it down?" Not the butthole for sure. Reddit link. 100. This is purely about allowing and even encouraging crafty toxic behavior from the friend group. Shouldn't matter who the comments are coming from. They are still disgusting. This up. Birds of a feather flock together. Original poster. She doesn't see anything wrong with the way her friend group treats others, but is willing to defend one of them when they get hit with repercussions. This is definitely a red flag. She chooses friends over her partner even with the smallest issues at hand. It'll only escalate over time if you don't leave her now. Came here to say this. If the shoes were on the other foot, you can bet she would be screaming about it. I think it's telling that she has no respect for your feelings, and this has been going on for a while. You need to take a serious look at her behavior as well. Edit spelling. The "dude shut up or I'm going to F your boyfriend" is super rapey too. There is no way that there is any consent at all in that statement, just retaliation. It actually say that she wouldn't like it at all if original poster said "do the dishes before I go F your one of your girlfriends." Agree. It's sexual harassment. Original poster asked multiple times for it to stop, and even his asking turned into a joke that prompted more sexual harassment. There's nothing funny about being edgy enough to say unwanted things that make someone uncomfortable. It's just plain harassment. This needs to get upvoted to the top. The whole time this is what I was thinking. And honestly, she should make sure you're comfortable. She should have nipped this in the bud the first time you said you were uncomfortable. Not the butthole. This is the best take, no, because she should need to hear this to understand, but because this is the most likely practical solution to getting her to see it Op's way and empathize with him. Though I'd be quite disappointed if my partner had that much of an issue empathizing with me and respecting my feelings/discomfort. Or it's entirely possible she's normalized sexual harassment. She's young enough that she might just honestly believe that people just have to deal with it. This is sexual harassment. Straight up, no questioning it. It should be called out and it should be immediately shut down no matter by whom it's done and to whom. Yes. It's sexual harassment. And that's not a joke. A little defensive? One comment like that and she'd be justified in telling him to get the hell out. I disagree. Maybe if a female said it once but repeatedly? Even after being told, it makes him uncomfortable. Claws would be out. A more relevant comparison would be his lesbian friend saying she was going to smash his GF. The girlfriend likely wouldn't be okay with her female friend saying similar things. She may be discounting the whole situation due to the improbability of it all. I'm in complete agreement that he's not the butthole firstly, but I think the reason she wouldn't care as much is because she knows her boyfriend is straight, so when John is joking about sleeping with him she doesn't consider it a possibility. Still think she should stand up to John, just don't think her being conferred homophobic is the reason she won't. That honestly shouldn't matter though, which is specifically why I pointed it out. If her female friends did the same thing, she should still trust her boyfriend enough that there should be 0% chance of him cheating on her in her mind, so it should be equally an impossibility to her. Otherwise, why is she with him if she thinks he would cheat with her friends given the opportunity? But with the optics that you bring up, there is no way she would let comments like that from the female friends stand. Either way, the behavior should be called out and stopped the first time and every time that it has happened. Doesn't matter whether the boyfriend would act on it or not. And it should especially be called out and stopped if the boyfriend has voiced his discomfort with it. First, original poster, not the butthole. Now you are saying sexual harassment is not sexual harassment if a gay person initiates it to a straight man. So only if they have similar sexual tastes is it sexual harassment? Sorry, he actually could have reported it as criminal harassment. Seriously, original poster, explain it as what if you had a lesbian friend who said that constantly to her? Or even a straight friend. I would show her this post. This. Let's call it what it is, continuous sexual harassment. Just because he's gay doesn't mean he gets to make comments about others, especially after original poster clearly stated he feels uncomfortable. I can see how the way original poster formulated things might come as homophobic, but at the end of the day, homophobic or not, it remains sexual harassment. Op, not the butthole. I wonder if his girlfriend would have put her foot down if it were a woman harassing him. It's totally inappropriate for her friend to do this, and the friend group seem to be giving him a pass because he's gay. No one has the right to sexually harass someone, and this is pretty extreme. It's that double standard where if a woman were subject to this and her partner dismissed it, that partner would be obviously the butthole for letting someone treat his woman that way. Just because her friend isn't a threat to original poster doesn't mean he has to put up with it. Constantly violates your boundaries. Or, repeatedly sexually harasses you in your own home. Ask her how she'd feel if one of your male friends said the same thing about her. Just good fun? Facts. This is not even funny. This is sexual harassment. Not the butthole. Ask her what her thoughts would be on one of your friends jokingly telling you to be quiet before I F at ! Your girlfriend, as if she had no choice or agency in the matter. If your friends commented on parts of her body in a sexually explicit way. Dude, your girlfriend has zero respect for your boundaries. Tell her that it would be homophobic to think someone less for their sexual preferences. You don't care who this guy sleeps with, as long as he's not directing his attentions towards you. There's a difference between being called out as gay, when you're not, by someone who is not hitting on you, and someone who keeps on pushing your personal boundaries by talking about $%ing you. The latter is trying to make you complicit in pushing your boundaries, because secretly you're enjoying his behavior. Rolling eyes face, you threw him out because letting him stay would have implied he could continue. Dude, your girlfriend has zero respect for your boundaries. Bingo. This is just as much a girlfriend problem as it is a Jess John problem. If anything, The girlfriend should have even more respect for Op's boundaries since she presumably claims to love and can care for him. Not the butthole. I came here to say this. How would Op's girlfriend like it if he starts discussing her tits and Gina with all his friends, in front of her, time and time again? How would she like that? Still funny? The jokes aren't funny if it's to the detriment of someone, time and time again, when warned. Lol, imagine the horror if his friends were commenting on the size of her boobs or anything to do with her vagina. There would be absolute riots. The fact she's accusing him of being homophobic is terrible just because he's requested some boundaries. Exactly the comment I was looking for. If the girlfriend was at the receiving end, from either sex, she and her friends would be all over her boyfriend for not defending her against sexual harassment. Original poster, not the butthole, but your girlfriend and her friends absolutely are. John, shut up or I'll F your boyfriend girlfriend, haha. Op, John, get the F out of my house. I'm not gay and you're making me uncomfortable. Girlfriend and friends, shocked Pikachu face, not the butthole. This should be upvoted more. Say no more, fam. Exactly. Then they pull out the homophobia card. It's ridiculous. It's basic decency. Not the butthole. People seriously need to get their terms and meanings correct. Exactly. If a guy made a woman uncomfortable like that in their own home, people would get out the pitchforks and cry bloody murder. Not the butthole. As a gay man, I am so tired of people in our community acting like this, and it is especially common for younger gay guys. Being gay is not a get-out-of-jail-free card to act however you like, and make people uncomfortable. I also despise guys who try and project their own sexuality onto straight men who aren't interested. Oh, he's not responding to my flirting. He must be in denial. He must be gay. You are straight, you are in a relationship, his behavior made you uncomfortable, and you did the right thing and communicated your feelings to your girlfriend to handle. He is her friend, it is therefore her responsibility to deal with it. She didn't, and in the process, she proved that she values her friend's feelings over yours. Nothing you did was homophobic, and this is coming from someone who is gay as the day is long. I'm lesbian and I completely understand this behavior. The amount of times I've had to tell some of my gay friends that gay is not a personality trait that you can pass on to other guys is astounding. The "oh, I can change him" attitude is ridiculous. While I believe nobody is 100% straight, there's always that one. It doesn't mean to press the issue and push people to be uncomfortable. Edit from questions. In all our experiences with straight people, I've heard that there is always that one person that turns them on from the same sex and they have no idea why. We understand the double standard. If someone said that to the community, we would get hate galore, and that's okay. We just acknowledge previous conversations with our resident straights in our friend group. Literally. I don't understand why so many other gay guys don't treat "I'm straight and I'm just not attracted to you" as meaning the same thing, especially since the former implies the latter. Like, I get it's hard only having like 2.5% of the population to date, but like, come on. I've mostly seen it from the younger gatekeeping crowd. Like, I was teaching high schoolers about the umbrella terms and one of them told me I was wrong when I said the LGBTQ+ umbrella. Apparently now it's OK, it's plus spectrum. I thought the whole point of an acronym was to be easier to say. Lol, lesbian here. I've been known to say LGBT, sometimes LGBTQ, but the more letters that get added on, the harder it is to use. So I'm just saying queer now, as I see it as an all-inclusive umbrella term. I get why some older LGBTQ folks might be uncomfortable with the term, but I had a straight coworker, in her 40s, chastise me about it, saying that she found the term offensive. At that point, I have to throw up my hands and just give up. Bye girl here, I've given up and just started calling it the pride community. I found I'm a lot less likely to be jumped on for that than messing up the acronym. Yes, believe nobody is 100% straight. Then I guess that no one is 100% gay either. Your logic can't only apply for one side. My girlfriend thinks it's hilarious. You know what's not hilarious? Sexual harassment, which this is. You are not the butthole op, but your girlfriend and her friend John definitely are. Pretty sure Jess wouldn't find it hilarious if one of Op's straight male friends talked to her the way John talks to original poster. Pretty sure, None of the girlfriends would think of that as funny if original poster behaved like that towards any of them. My thoughts exactly. Exactly, but it's all treated as a double standard. Had he spoken to one of her friends that way, he would be labeled a predator or something like that. Ask your girlfriend if it's okay for you to tell friend 3 that you want to pin her ankles to her ears and show her how deep you can go. If she's okay with what John is doing, then it shouldn't be an issue to say that to friend 3. Your girlfriend has obviously shared personal information about your body with John if he makes comments about the size of your penis. That isn't okay either. She needs a serious reality check and needs to do some maturing. Don't forget the female friends as well. They were complicit in the whole situation, thinking he should calm down. Not the butthole. I wonder what your girlfriend would think if you and a group of your guy friends got together and they all made sexual comments towards and about her. Close friends can and do joke about things like that, but you are not their close friend, and are just a target of what are, to you, offensive and sexist comments and insults. It's even worse that your girlfriend, and her friends, somehow equate not wanting to be the target of sexual jokes and being called gay as homophobic. Your girlfriend is the biggest butthole of all in this. She should have done a better job understanding your discomfort, but instead, she just joined in on the abuse. It's not even that. If any of her girlfriends talked about him the way John does, it'd be considered worse, because well, he's actually attracted to women, so the threat is real to her. She knows he's not gay, so it's just a joke to her, but she's not the one having someone she's not friendly with talking about her genitals, sexuality, and being offensive towards her. It's gross. Yeah. As a lesbian, I've had straight guys hit on me and then try to convince me I'm not really gay and just haven't found the right man yet. It's rude, inappropriate, and gross, and it's just as bad when it's coming from a gay man directed at a straight man. Hell, I'd say it's almost worse because so many people in the LGBT+ community have experienced this or been told they're wrong about their own identities and sexualities, so we ought to have some empathy. Not the butthole. Original poster doesn't sound homophobic at all. Not wanting to be called gay when you're not isn't homophobic. I don't want to be called straight when I'm not either. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.